All right, I am going to try the Guardian's Everyman crossword. You may notice up at the top it is Saturday, September 21st. This one came out in the US last week. I think it's officially tomorrow in the UK. Sunday, the Everyman comes out. Well, I've had a crazy week, so I haven't had a chance to record this last week's Everyman until today, so I'd better so I can get it out for you for Sunday morning. All right, let's see what Everyman has for us. Snakes which may repel the rain, Hans tells us. Oh, I hope I don't need to know some German. I know very little German. Yeah, could it be a German homophone? Oh no, that would be awful. I don't think it would be anything that fiendish in the Everyman. Snakes could be adders. How would they repel the rain? Oh, is it anything to do with Hans Christian Andersen? What other snakes are there? No, not thinking of it. Let's try the downs. Preposterously arty evil ritual in which other worlds are seen. Well, arty and evil don't usually go together. So I'm thinking that's 8 letters. Ritual is another 6, so that's 14. So I think preposterously is telling us to anagram those letters, and we get something in which other worlds are seen. Oh, seen in quotes. So I'm thinking it's something to do with mysticism. Maybe not. Yeah, it could be something to do with astronomy, telescopes. Oh, yeah, could it be something like, oh, I don't know, radio astronomy or whatever they call it when you can see things, not literally see with visible light, but detect other worlds? Do I fancy trying to anagram those letters? Not right now. So we'll come back when we have a letter or two. Misbehaving, act in animated film, trousering £1,000. Well, trousering would mean surrounding, I think. 1,000 could be G for a grand, or K, or M. I think probably G because of the pound sign. I keep thinking of Wallace and Gromit, the wrong trousers. Um, excuse me. Yeah, maybe it's a misbehaving act. Now, what's the animated? Oh, animated film might simply be cartoon. I don't see that either. Okay, tricky start. Sap, about, to stray. No. Snares, component, set up. Well, a snare can be a type of trap, which is the word part backwards, or a component set up. All right, finally. Let's go back to the acrosses. Eldest, archdeacon concealing primness. Oh my goodness. I think it might mean eldest. Oh no, maybe it's a hidden clue. Ah, yes. So if you have primness, maybe you are starchy, you have starch, and that's hidden within eldest archdeacon. All right. Okay, old fellow, amid leonine noise and activity, showing boisterous amusement. Oh my goodness. Well, an old fellow amid sounds like wordplay. Your old fellow might be your dad, da, or pa. Oh, a leonine noise, could that simply be a roar? A lion's roar and activity. Could be deed or something like that. Or doing. So I think it's going to be boisterous amusement. Ooh, gales of laughter, I think fits. Let me type it in and then see if any of that makes sense. Yeah, not really. I thought we might have father. We have the letters of father, but old fellow. Oh, I think that's OF is O for old and F for fellow. Amid leonine noise. No, I'm not seeing. So, yeah, it could be something of something else. Let's try 6 down. In fancy car, Duke carries silver playthings. Well, I think playthings might be rag dolls. Oh, and I do see we have rolls around the outside. Oops, which I can't spell. Which is the fancy car. The silver is AG, the chemical symbol for silver, and D for Duke. All right, so maybe it is, but maybe it's something else of laughter. How is this working? No, don't get it. Okay, here is the gimme every week in the Everyman crossword. There'll be something with a word like primarily, although it does seem to usually be primarily, telling us to take the first letters of the other words, hideously detailed, titanic, versisimilous screens. So even though those letters don't seem to spell a word, I think it's HD TVs. And so the words, as well as giving us their initial letters, also describe what we're spelling out in a roundabout way, hence the question mark. All right, not good. Well, is that bad? Or, oh, it could be NG. Occasionally at school I would get NG written on my exercise that I handed in. Anyway, working, that could be on. Ingenious, oh, that might indicate an anagram. Assert rights collectively. Oh, no, I think it's probably going to be some political or trade union term, but I don't know it. How about announced 007's means for seeing tiny oriental craft? Well, announced definitely indicates, I think, a homophone. 007 could be Bond. Yeah, I think the tiny oriental craft would be bonsai. Yeah, and so 007's means for seeing would be Bond's eye, which just about sounds like bonsai. All right. How about this one with an F in second position, with components reversed, run away to find branch. Yeah, so I think when we see a clue like this, we don't get a lot of them, but they come up every maybe week or two. You reverse the different parts of the word. It might be a compound word, and if you reverse the little inner words, it means something else. In this case, a branch might be an offshoot. If you reverse those components, you get shoot off, which would be to run away. All right, that might be helpful. Let's go back. They're doubly of interest to the sawmill's bookkeeper. Oh my goodness, they're doubly of interest. Oh yeah, maybe it's some word that applies to sawmilling, wood, timber, and to a bookkeeper. Oh, I'm wondering if actually I was thinking bookkeeper as an accountant, but I think it might be a bookie who takes people's bets and therefore might offer odds. I think that at a sawmill, the little cast off bits they might cut off that they don't use might be called odds and ends. Is that possible? Oh, it would put an O at the end of the first word in one down, which doesn't have an O as part of its anagram fodder, so scratch that. All right, how about Italian food? I'm thinking that might be the definition. Victor is the letter V in the NATO alphabet. Tell Inigo to take a portion. Oh no, it's not V for Victor. It is a hidden clue again. Take a portion of Victor Tell. Is it Inigo Jones? And I think you get tortellini. All right. Safari's speed. No idea what that is. Double definition, I suppose. Counterpart of doe are hen. Well, counterpart of a... yeah, I was going to say, I was thinking completely in animals, and that the male of a deer is a stag, and the male of a hen would be a cock, I suppose. But of course, a hen party, the equivalent is a stag party. There we go, that's clever. Like water on lake, 1 pound. Oh my goodness. Lake can be the letter L. Pound can be an L as well, of course. Yeah, I don't know. Is there a nickname for a 1 pound coin or note back in the old days? Okay, how about duck ablaze? This bird's brightly colored. Yeah, don't get that. In which squiffy or tight men fear retribution. Finally. It's a lot of letters, so I don't think it's going to be the equivalent of the primarily clue where we took the first letters. I don't think we're just going to take the last, maybe the last letter of retribution. I do wonder, since there really doesn't seem to be enough in this for both wordplay and the definition, that it might be an and lit where the wordplay itself suggests the answer, provides the definition, or clue as definition. I'm not 100% sure in the difference between those two terms, but in which squiffy fear retribution finally. Oh yeah, I wonder if it's something like the pearly gates or the last call, last trump, or maybe something legal. Bar, of course, could be where you'd be squiffy or maybe face retribution. No, I don't get it. Runs over, sits back for alpine dish. The only alpine dish I can think of, I suppose because the best known brand name is Alpen, would be muesli, but is that even an alpine dish? Runs over, sits back. Oh, no, I think it might, runs can be R from cricket and O over can be O from cricket. And then maybe it's literally the word sits backwards. Rosties. I think I have heard of a Rosti. Let me pause and look that up. Yes, Rosti is, I'm sure many of you have eaten this, a crispy Swiss German potato pancake. That actually sounds quite nice. All right, let's try the last across. Less important, songs lacking energy as well. Oh, I think less important. Since it's 1-5, I'm thinking something like B list, B level. But then songs lacking energy, I'm thinking it's a word for songs and we take away E for energy as well. Could be also or to. No, I don't see it. All right. Leaving chief execs exhausted where knives are out. Okay, well, it definitely seems to be something ing. Ah, yes. I was just thinking of words that would fit, and I thought of draining, and then I immediately thought of the draining board. And I suppose if something is draining the board, it might leave the chief executives exhausted. And it is also maybe somewhere where you would leave your knives, I suppose, after you've washed them. All right, meandering topless, provoking reactions. So I think it's going to be a word for meandering. We take away the first letter, and that's going to mean provoking reactions. I'm wondering taunting, but I can't think of a word for meandering, staunting. I do think it might, yeah, I think since the remaining word begins with T, I'm thinking it's going to be an ST. Straying would be meandering, but then put something like straying, straggling. No, I don't see it. National trust, which I think can be NT, supported by everyman. Well, he's going to refer to himself as I or me. Donated, tipped, droned on. Yeah, I think droned on might be the definition. But I can't think of a word for droned on beginning I. Yeah, I think it must be INT. The only thing there is that the National Trust in this case is supporting I, or everyman, but maybe there's another I or an ME. But yeah, where is the first I clued? Yeah, I don't get that. How about mentors giving Bill protection from sun? Is that going to be protection from sun? Sunglasses, sunshades, or is it going to be mentors? No. Unusual, powerful chess piece, itself taking its own knight. Okay. I think unusual is going to be the definition. Yeah, I think I haven't thought of this before, but when you see two adjectives together, a clue it should be written as economically as possible. And so there's a reason for those two adjectives, and maybe you have to split them in which case I think here it makes a lot of sense for unusual to be the definition. Maybe it's a powerful chess piece that has an N in it, which is the notation for a knight in chess. And yes, I think the word might be queer in the old-fashioned sense of unusual. So I think the powerful chess piece is queen, but it takes its own N, but then where where does the R come in? Ah, yeah, I'm not very positive about that. Ah, yes, so I think it is right because I can see where the Q would come in. I immediately thought for a pound, a quid. So what six-letter word meaning like water ends in quid would be liquid. And so 1 pound, L is for pound. Oh, sorry, L is for lake, and there is 1 quid for the 1 pound. Yeah, I'm just not sure other than, yeah, I don't know where the R is coming from. Powerful? P is usually the abbreviation for power. Oh, yeah, no, so R can be, we know from outside of chess, can stand for a king or a queen from the Latin rex or regina. And so it replaces the N for knight and instead puts itself the R for queen. That's very convoluted but very clever. All right, nasty and small, the wherewithal. Oh my goodness. Well, small can be S. So I think it's going to be a word meaning nasty. It's going to begin with S, followed by, no, it's the other way around. If something is nasty or someone, they are mean, and then S for small. If you have the wherewithal, you have the means to do something. All right. Against, alternately, against, independence. Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, I want it to be anti, but because if you're against something, you're anti that. Yeah, so it's the alternate letters of starting with the A in against, we have A and T, and then we take the first I from independence. Oh, no, no, hold on. I think it, no, that doesn't work. We would have to skip another letter. So I think independence is simply being clued as I. So we get 3 letters from the even letters of against. Oh, well, yeah. I know we've seen I for independent. I thought that was from the independent newspaper, but does it also stand for independence in general? That's a good question. I don't know. All right, this one now, if it is B something less important, songs lacking energy as well. No. We do have some more. Yeah, I think this might be the something. Oh, we have the first letter of the last word. Oh, the something after the sweet hereafter. Oh, the morning after, I think. Yeah, the morning after the night before. Yeah, I think it might be an anagram of our tight men fear plus the final letter of retribution, and all of those are squiffy or anagrammed. And then it is an and lit in which that also defines what we're talking about. That's very clever. All right. I just thought of a word. Well, I'm not sure exactly how my brain worked, but I think I thought of flamingo and flaming um, simultaneously. Duck in this case is not the bird, but in sports, you might say I scored a duck. Cricket in particular, which means 0 or O. And the blaze is flaming, so a flaming O. And a flamingo is brightly colored. Okay, maybe this isn't int. Droned on. Oh, maybe it is intonated. Does that? I thought intonated just meant spoke. He intonated clearly. Maybe it has another meaning. Oh, I am thinking though of something for less important songs would be the B-sides. I always liked a good B-side. You felt like you were in on something because you had bought the record and you got to hear the B-side. I always had a very positive. I mean, looking back, I'm sure a lot of them were not just knocked off tunes, not good enough for the album, but I think there were some very good B-sides. I think my favorite B-side of all time is Roxy Music Lover. What was that? I don't even know what it was the B-side too. Same old scene, I think. Yeah, because it was that era. Anyway, if you have a favorite B-side, let me know. All right, finally, yeah, this has proven to be a very tough. Maybe it's just because it's been 2 weeks just about since I did an Everyman. All right, can I get 15? This was our meandering. Yeah, again, it looks like an ing word. Oh, trolling, of course. People troll to provoke a reaction. Thankfully, we don't get too many trolls in our comment section. We always get very nice and helpful comments from you, the viewers, so thank you for those. Um, Safari's speed. I'm thinking it's going to be a TION word, but yeah, no idea. Here's mentors. Giving Bill protection from sun. Monitors fits, but has a lot of the letters of mentors, but nothing else to recommend it as the answer. All right. Oh, how about one down now? We have 3 letters. In which other worlds are seen? Okay, let's try the anagram helper. I know it's a lot of letters to put in there, but let's try it. Yeah, what's going to go with the G? Any good preposition prefixes beginning with a G? Oh, something reality though, I think. Oh, no, maybe. I think, yeah, there's no G, so wherever I got the G is wrong, but I think virtual reality. Ah, yes, of course, I was never very confident in gales of laughter. So, but virtual reality, I'm very confident in. All right, so, oh, roars of laughter, I suppose, the leonine noise and activity. Yeah, I mean, I do see we have slaughter there, roar and slaughter, but I don't think that's clued anywhere, thank goodness. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I do, though, think of a snake. Oh my goodness. I don't know how the Germans who do this crossword will feel about this one, but the snakes are vipers, which I suppose in some accents, windshield wipers would be called vipers. So that's why Hans tells us. All right. Um, how about now our misbehaving act? Yeah. Oh, misbehaving would be playing up, I think. Oh, act might be play. Oh, the animated film is up, which then trousers that G. Let's hope this G is right. Oh, of course, now a sawmill produces law, or uses logs, and a bookkeeper keeps logs, I suppose. All right, not good. Working, ingenious, assert, rights. So not good, I think, is telling us to remove the G from ingenious, and then that will give us 8 letters. Ah, yeah, so then I think we get unionize. Funnily enough, I think I said something to do with trade unions, and it's part of the word. All right. Sap must be rosin. Is it about to stray? Resin? Ah, I think it's resin. So about something on the subject of it is re, and if you stray, you sin. All right. And Safari's speed. Oh, expedition, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose I never really think of expedition as anything other than what adventurers go on or explorers because but I think if you expedite something certainly you speed it up, so maybe the speeding of something could be its expedition. All right. So now mentors. Giving bill. I think can AC for accounts also be I think used for a bill, but there's nowhere we can put AC inside this. Protection from sun. Yeah, I don't know if protection might mean one word goes around the other, but the protection from I think goes against that. Let me pause and just go through the alphabet and think of, I think it must be a vowel first and what this might be. Okay, I finally had to go to wordplays.com and there were only actually 2 words. One was the last name Addison in the plural, but advisors, of course, would be mentors. I think a bill is an ad in the old sense of sticking bills on the side of buildings or putting them through people's letterboxes. but an old word for an advertisement. And of course, visors are protection from the sun. All right. Of course, there's no check button for the everyman, but we will find out tomorrow, I think, if these are correct or not. Yeah, definitely a little bit trickier, but I think it may be that I'm a little out of practice with everyman. Anyway, thank you as always for watching and have a great day.